many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Get ready.
Time to go, night.
Check 26, check 26.
Shit.
Roll.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 23.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Well, there was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Yellow. 37's the Mike 37.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now a first down throw, Watson. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again is Watson. This is Miller, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Hey, Delta. Here we go, D. Get up.
From the 27, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Been a long day for you.
54. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
21 yards. 1st down, Houston.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Let's go.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime, because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do? Put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Protein spill.
Cousins gives way to Cook. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Get that quarterback. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Watch the screen. Hit 31. You got him, go.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw it is Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
All day, defense, all day. Hey, we're good, we're good.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Watch the safety creep. X3, 218, chopper.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on second down. Watson, he'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And got his man complete. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Big stop, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
36. Black.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw is Watson. Trying to lay one up deep, and this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout.
But try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins letting one go, and Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 29 yards. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
Yellow. You got 3. 3 down. 41's the fight. 41.
Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to throw, Watson. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to... And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Throwing now, Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
3 down, 3 down.
They go play action. Cousins. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to...